good evening, viewers. You're watching 6 Story at 6 with me, Raksha Mishra. We have got a power-packed lineup for you. And on top of this lineup, we have how Republic Bangla team was attacked at the Jadavpur University today, only for showing the truth. Mamata police also colluding there with those forces and India elements there on the campus. We remain undeterred, and we have even bigger crew now on the Jadavpur University campus. We will have our reporters live from the campus. We won't stop reporting. We won't stop being the representatives of the people. Also, we get you how the Stalin government has taken the language war to a new law. They have dropped the national currency symbol. Also, we have how Yogi administration is bracing for the Holi celebration that coincide with the Friday namaz in Istanbul. They have taken care of the law and order. Also, we shift our focus to Pakistan as we bring to you the latest update coming in on the Baluch crisis and the hostage crisis. And finally, we also have how Sunita Williams' return to Earth has been delayed. But first, we get you the first top story. We have a breaking news coming in. This in connection with the Russia-Ukraine ceasefire talks. Well, the latest reaction we have is from Moscow. And what we know is that Russia has rejected the ceasefire offer. That's the big breaking news we have right now. It's a big statement, viewers, from Russia. It has rejected the ceasefire plan, viewers, and we'll get you more updates on that. We'll try and connect with the experts on ground or experts on the matter, because this is something that was being, these talks were being facilitated by several powers. But now that Moscow has rejected this plan, it becomes a big it's something that is really big. 30-day ceasefire. Russian officials say 30-day ceasefire would give temporary break to Ukrainian military. That's what Russian President Vladimir Putin's foreign policy advisor Yury Ushakov has said, that it is just a temporary ceasefire that would in fact be just a break for the Ukrainian military. That's what we have right now, viewers, as we speak to you on the matter. We continue to get you more voices. In fact, we have Patrick Lancaster joining us from Russian war zone. Patrick, tell us more about what really happens next, because this was a much-awaited response. And Trump, remember, had already warned against dire consequences if Russia does not accept. What happens now that Moscow has rejected this 30-day ceasefire deal?
Hi. I'm actually right now in the center of Kursk, and soon going to be headed to the front line here in Kursk. But the fact of this so-called ceasefire proposal given to Russia, of course, Ukraine was going to agree to it, but they pretty much put Russia into an impossible situation. Really, who in their right mind would have agreed at this point to this complete ceasefire? The fact is, Ukraine is losing badly right now, and Russia is gaining more ground every day, more than they have been for quite a long time. And this is really the perfect time for a ceasefire for Ukraine. The only side that this would benefit is Ukraine. And of course, everyone wants peace. Everyone wants people to stop dying. But the fact is, this ceasefire would only benefit Ukraine and give them more of a chance to prepare for their next attack. And the fact is, Putin, a year ago, laid out the acceptable terms of a ceasefire, the removal of Ukrainian forces from the territory that Russian law calls part of Russia. Now, that is what international and the Ukrainian law says is part of Ukraine. But Zaporozhye, Kherson, Donetsk, and Lugansk, Putin was very clear that those are the terms for any type of ceasefire. The Russian constitution will not let any peace come with what Russian law considers foreign troops on Russian territory. And those are the facts. And they've been said over and over again by the Russian authorities. But the United States and Ukraine does not seem to want to listen.
Right, Patrick, thanks so much for joining us with those details coming in. We was a big twist now. Vladimir Putin clearly not wanting to give in to this demand or rather these talks that are happening for a ceasefire ever since Trump has taken over, viewers. We know that there have been efforts to bring in a solution, but this is not happening as of now, as Russia rejects the 30-day ceasefire plan. And now we shift our focus to the big story that we're tracking from West Bengal. Viewers, Republic Bangla team, once again, who was fearlessly reporting from Jadavpur University, showing and exposing the anti-India elements on ground zero. Also, viewers, they were all attacked, not one, not two, but 7 of them are now on the campus. Viewers, there you have those visuals that we are playing. Just look at how female reporter Vidita, Pinky, and also our colleague Santu, they were all driven out with force. They were all jostled. They were dragged and they were assaulted. It's a physical assault that has been caught on camera, viewers. And Republic TV remains undeterred. We continue to report from the campus. Reporter Hridita was chased out of the campus by an aggressive crowd while she was reporting live. And she later re-entered the university despite being blocked. And she has confronted everyone responsible, viewers. We stay committed to our cause, we stay committed to our job, and amid the chaos, viewers, Santu also raised many critical questions. Republic Bangla Santu, he raised critical questions about the presence of Azad Kashmir posters inside the university. Viewers, just take a look at this, this sequence, what transpired in the university. Absolutely shameless scenes.
রিপাবলিক বাংলার মুখের সামনে গেট বন্ধ করা হচ্ছে, এই সেই ছবি যেখানে গেট বন্ধ করে দেওয়া হচ্ছে কার্যত।
All right, Vidita is joining us live on the broadcast. Vidita, tell us what really happened. Is absolutely shameless. What really transpired? We saw what happened with you and the rest of Republic Bangla crew, and we are of course very proud of you. How you did look into their eyes and did not budge an inch. Narrate the entire sequence. Narrate what really happened, Vidita.
Exactly, Rakshita. At 1 p.m. in the afternoon today, when we were done with our work and we were heading towards the car, a bunch of students, a bunch of male students of the very university chased me with a mic, with a lapel and a camera, and they said that how you were chasing us, we will chase you now. When I asked them what is your identity, they said we will not answer you. I told, they were like, did you answer us when we asked you? Is a reporter liable to answer the student that who are we and why are we questioning them? The only question that I had shooted out to them, that why are they putting up anti-national graffitis inside the Jadavpur University campus? That was the only simple question. After which they had gheraud me, they actually locked me up and they started questioning me on their own camera. Later, the Pro-Vice Chancellor and the Registrar comes into the scene when the students does not let us leave the Aurobindo Bhavan, which is the administrative building, the main administrative building of Jadavpur University. Me and my colleague Pinky Adhikari were present at that very spot. They tell my VJ Amit Nath that we will take away your camera. They took away our camera camera in front of the registrar of the Jadavpur University. The registrar kept quiet. My VJ and the camera was taken away. They were made to sit separately, and me and my colleague Pinky, we were locked up inside the registrar's room. The registrar was present. He saw the video footages, and later he told the students that there is nothing as such. But the students kept on demanding that this video should be deleted. And as the videos were not deleted, they started attacking on us, questioning the registrar why he was quiet. The registrar said, I am unaware of the entire incident, whereas the entire incident happened in front of his eyes. The only fault that Republic Bangla today has, that they questioned the anti-nationalists of Jadavpur University eye to eye. Back to you, Rakshita.
Yes, absolutely, Rita. In fact, just stay on with us. I request you to please stay on with us. We have more sequences to be played here. Amid the chaos, Republic Bangla Santu raised questions about the presence of Azad Kashmir posters inside the university, demanding to know whether any attempt was made to remove it. Incident, of course, this is completely showing how media freedom is being stifled. There is open intimidation, threatening happening, physical assault is happening under Mamata Banerjee's government. Viewers, there has been a pattern to it, how to curb journalistic freedom, especially when it comes to platforms that challenge the ruling Trinamool Congress's narrative. Viewers, that's the sequence you can see running. Rita, well, we see what happened with Santu as well. In fact, there were also security personnel, also police personnel who were in collusion, and they too drove out Santu Pan. They also heckled, they pushed out Santu.
Absolutely, Rakshita. When I was questioning the registrar, Santu had came in as my savior to save me and to show what and how are they heckling a female journalist inside the registrar's room in front of him. His security personnel were involved, police was involved, and then when Santu raised up the question as why have they not taken any step to remove the graffiti, they started attacking him. So now the question comes, whoever throws a question at the Jadavpur University students or their administration, they will heckle that person. Be it me, be it Santu, be it Pinky, be it Bhaskar. Everyone inside the campus was heckled today only because we questioned them that what is Jadavpur University up to? Why is Jadavpur University becoming a zone of anti-nationalists? And since they did not have any answers to it, they attacked us. Later, when Mamata's police took 2 hours to enter the Jadavpur University campus, when they entered, they did not speak to us. They just silently entered into the registrar's rooms. They crawled into the registrar's room without speaking to the journalists who were heckled there, the on-duty journalists who were heckled there. They just slipped into the room, and sometime later the security personnel comes out of the locked Aurobindo Bhavan where the students has escaped and locked the Aurobindo Bhavan. Security personnel come out and they push out Republic Bangla from the campus. There were visuals that we had shown continuously where gate number 1 through which the entry of the main administrative building happens. They had locked up the room. They were when questions were thrown, they were mum. They said, we don't want to talk to media. Wall writings then came up where they said, Republic Bangla boycott. What is the student scared of? Why is Aurobindo Bhavan a no authority zone? And beside that, why is Republic Bangla now boycotted? Are we exposing what really happens inside the campus? And that is why they are so threatened. Back to you, Rakshita.
Rita, thanks so much. And we, of course, are very proud of you, and kudos to our Bangla team for, in fact, standing down and continuing with the reporting. We now shift our focus to the other story that we're tracking from down south. In an escalation of the 3-language row, the MK Stalin government now, viewers, has dropped the rupee symbol. This is the national rupee symbol, and replaced it with a Tamil letter for ru, that is rupee. This is ahead of the state budget announcement. This is the state budget logo for Tamil Nadu. BJP has lashed out at DMK for dropping the rupee symbol, pointing out that it was designed by the son of a former MLA who belongs to DMK, who in fact it has been designed by someone who hails from Tamil Nadu. Here's a report.
The controversy over the 3-language policy continues to snowball. The MK Stalin-led DMK government has replaced the rupee symbol with the Tamil letter RU in the state budget logo. This is the first time any state has dropped the national currency symbol. Sharing a teaser for the state budget, which will be presented tomorrow in the assembly, it included hashtags like Dravidian Model and TN Budget 2025. The logo for the budget was conspicuously missing the official rupee symbol, which is inspired by the Hindi letter for R.
See, this is a common symbol which has been used for a very long time, and also the last year, the year before last. So it clearly shows the mentality of DMK to take on or to fight with the center, because to hide the failure of their government. So now the deteriorating law and order, crimes against women and girl children in Tamil Nadu, and also the great liquor scam which was done by this DMK government and exposed by the Enforcement Directorate. So to hide all these things, the DMK government every day wants to come out with some sort of sentimental issues, sensitive issues, particularly language issue, and now again they are mixing this with the language.
The Tamil Nadu BJP chief K. Annamalai lashed out at the Stalin government for dropping the rupee symbol, pointing out it was designed by the son of former DMK MLA. Meanwhile, DMK leader Salem Dharanidharan said that all southern states should incorporate rupee symbol in their language.
No, why Tamil letter rule is also better. No, I don't think it signifies any change. In English we call it rupee. In Hindi it's paisa, in Tamil it's rubai. So in that we are putting the Tamil alphabet, which is the importance that we are showing to Tamil. Tamil is one of the languages that's mentioned in the rupee note also. So I don't think this is anything wrong. In fact, it's done to showcase the respect that we show for the Tamil language, and I think Union government will also appreciate, because Tamil is the oldest language in the country.
This move has further fueled the language debate, with Tamil Nadu reportedly accusing the centre of trying to impose Hindi in southern states.
And we in fact have D. Udaya Kumar who's joining us live on the broadcast. Udaya Kumar Dharmalingam, thank you so much. Now viewers, he's the designer of the rupee symbol that you see. It's being used uniformly, adopted in 2010, and the Congress government, remember, was in power that time. We have the ally DMK now opposing it. Stalin government, sir, Mr. Udaya Kumar, is now opposing it and rejecting it. It's the first state to replace the national currency symbol. Now they have a Tamil logo for it. How do you react to this? What really went behind, if you could quickly tell us, in this design, and what do you make of this controversy?
So first of all, thank you, madam. So thank you for having me. This actually was a competition. The Indian rupee symbol was competition floated by Government of India in 2009. So I took part in that, and I got selected, and I was chosen as the final winner of the competition, and it was announced in July 15, 2010. So the government itself announced, and they implemented also, and it's been there in use for almost like 15 years now. The idea behind is that I try to use the Devanagari script and also the Latin scripts together, because one of the criteria of the competition was that symbol should reflect our Indian culture and tradition. So I thought the scripts best reflects our culture. So that's how I try to kind of put them together. So that is the background basically, and the things that are happening currently it's a news for me. I do not have a complete information of what is happening, but I've been receiving a lot of calls from the new media, and I'm trying to kind of answer them by one. So yes, so to understand that the state government has replaced or trying to replace the rupee symbol with the Tamil letter rule. Yeah, so I don't have comments on that, is because I designed it a long time back and it was already in use. But now the new government is trying to, the state government is trying to change, where probably they have their own reasons for it, which I don't have much of an information. So it's very hard for me to make any comments at this moment.
Then Finance Minister had in fact said that it is something that reflects the Indian culture and the ethos. If you talk about India. Sir, if you could just quickly tell us in a few seconds that, what was the idea behind, because it seems that Tamil Nadu does not seem to be, really, just does not think that it is Indian enough, or maybe they are just pushing subnationalism. I know you don't want to comment on that, but just tell us the idea behind it, sir, because that was our symbol and also the Ra symbol in Devanagari.
Yes, like you rightly said, it's also a capital letter R, which kind of expands to rupees. and it also has letter R from Devanagari script, which expands to rupiah. So it's kind of an abbreviation which I thought at that moment and kind of came up with this conceptual idea and tried to put them together. And it also has this two lines, which again I tried to symbolically represent our national flag there, where you have the tricolor flag, which is on the top of the symbol. Yeah. So there were multiple meanings which I tried to kind of put in together to create this Indian identity.
Yes, sir. Dharmalingam, sir, thanks so much for joining us on Republic TV. Viewers, we quickly shift our focus to the other story that we are tracking right now for you. Now, this is coming in from Sambal. We was right ahead of Holi celebrations tomorrow. Chief Minister Yogi has sent out a very clear message that he wants peaceful celebrations. Security measures have been upped in Uttar Pradesh ahead of Holi. And remember, it's Friday, so the namaz will also happen. It's the month of Ramadan, especially. The UP police have conducted a flag march in Sambal today, covering the mosques from Jadavpur to Sambal to Aligarh with tarpaulin. We bring you a ground report. In fact, we will just tell you what's really happening on ground zero. Security measures, as you can see, I'll just speak over the visuals. They have been heightened. Hundreds of security personnel are on ground zero, and they are taking stock of this situation, making sure that nothing untoward happens tomorrow when Holi Khela happens in the state of Uttar Pradesh. That coincides with Friday namaz. And now we shift our focus to what's happening across the border. Viewers, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has travelled to Baluchistan province to meet the survivors of the Jafar Express train attack and also the commandos who led the rescue operation that saved over 300 passengers, as claimed by the Pakistani army from the Balochis, from the Baloch insurgents. Now, Sharif's visit was accompanied by Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Ishaq and the Federal Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Ataullah Tarar. So you have those visuals coming in, viewers. The major insurgency operation that was conducted by BLA, and there were fresh videos coming up of how dead bodies were being transported. At least 25 dead bodies could be seen being transported, viewers, in the latest visuals that we got today, this morning for you. Those visuals showed the dead bodies being transported to Peshawar. At least 21 passengers and 4 Pakistani army personnel died during this operation. And we have, in fact, Major General KK Sinha, I think, with us, joining us on the phone line. Major General KK Sinha, thank you so much. And this is, of course, an unprecedented crisis, isn't it, for the Pakistanis? It's like Pakistan is breaking down because there are many voices from Baloch who are actually saying, and there are elected representatives who are saying that, you know, there's a large part that is not under Pakistani control. And we have visuals of at least 21 bodies being transported to Peshawar.
Hi, Rakshita. Yeah, the situation in Baluchistan is absolutely is gone out of control of Pakistan authorities. There are mixed reports are coming. You know, sometimes they give it in the number that it is just, you said it is 25, that, you know, there are 25. Basically, they are saying they are the militants or the insurgents who has come, and the Baluchistan army and the 4 soldiers who has lost their life. But, you know, there has been the report that there are more than 200 coffins, you know, which has reached Quetta. If you know this area, the 48% of the Pakistan territory is of Baluchistan. You know, it is more or less half. It is of Baluchistan. What is happening in Baluchistan, that is more or less, it is, you know, towards the balkanization. You know, they have more or less declared it. It is not, I am saying, Fazlur Rahman, you know, who's there and in the parliament, he has said that about 7 odd districts they have declared independence over there. What happened into this Jafar Express, especially from Quetta to Sibi? And these are the hinterland. It goes through Multan and then takes a turn, goes to, you know, and finally reaches Peshawar. A detour, a train which doesn't go directly from Quetta to, you know, Peshawar through Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In this area, when this has happened, initially they were saying that about 80 odd, you know, BLA, you know, people who have come from Helmand province of Afghanistan. And there are a number of factions. If you say the BLA, BLUF, UABA, there are 7 factions, and there is a joint military command. You know, they have made it. Earlier they were fighting, you know, differently, but now they are fighting as a one composite unit for the complete independence of Baluchistan. things have gone to that extent that, in Quetta, they have got a core. A 12 core of Pakistan is located at Quetta. And from where this incident has taken place is not very, very far off toward the sea and the hinterland side.
Right.
The things has gone to that conditions.
Absolutely.
That, basically what has happened. They are saying that 4 dead bodies they have recovered only of the BLA forces. And they are claiming that 33 have been killed, but there were 80 of them.
Okay.
Most of them, they have gone back to Afghanistan from, that Chaman crossing area.
Yeah. Major General K. Sinha, thank you so much for joining us with your insights and your take on that story. Viewers, we're tracking. And now we shift our focus to the last story, final story, viewers. NASA and SpaceX have decided to stand down from the agency's Crew 10 mission to the ISS, that is the International Space Station. Wednesday's launch attempt was scrubbed due to a hydraulic system issue with a ground support clamp arm for the Falcon 9 rocket. Now, this was supposed to bring back Sunita Williams and her companion there in the flight, in the spacecraft, back to Earth. Watch this report.
NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore continue to remain stranded in space for over 9 months now. The NASA SpaceX Crew 10 mission to the ISS that was to bring them back has been delayed. Their return has been delayed as SpaceX crew faced ground system issue. Crew 10 is the 10th crew rotation mission of SpaceX Human Space Transportation System and its 11th flight with crew aboard, including the Demo 2 test flight to the space station. The replacement crew must reach the space station before Wilmore and Williams can return to Earth following their 9-month orbital mission. Earlier, Sunita Williams spoke about her time in space and what she misses about home.
You asked what we miss, right? Of course, the things that we always miss, our families. I miss my 2 dogs. I miss my friends. But you know what? Like Butch said, there are so many people on Earth that are sending us messages, and it makes you feel just right at home with everybody when we're able to have those conversations with our friends and family at home. So I know they understand. I know it's tough on them as well as, being away from home, of course. But everybody understands, and everybody's cheering for us to get back with Crew 9.
So yeah, it's been quite an evolution over the last 3 months. We've been involved from the beginning through all the processes of assessing our spacecraft, Calypso, and it was trying at times. There were some tough times all the way through. You certainly, as the commander and the PLT of your spacecraft, you don't want to see it go off without you, but that's where we wound up. And through all the process, most of the news we heard, as we would hear things over the news waves and the different means that we have to get information up here, that 80% of the time you'd hear Sonny and Butch, Butch and Sonny, Sonny and Butch, Butch and Sonny. And I just want everybody to know how much we appreciate that.
The Crew 9 mission with NASA astronauts Nick Hague, Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore, along with Roscosmos cosmonaut Alexander Gorbanov, would depart the space station no earlier than 9:05 a.m. Monday, March 17. This would be pending weather at the splashdown locations of the coast of Florida.
Let me transcribe and summarize this video for you. Hello and welcome to Republic TV. I'm Ridhim Anand Bharadwaj.